enthusiast. This is Will with Reptometry Reptiles, and today I'm going to be going over the newest addition to my reptile family, and that is Andrés, the Green Anaconda. So I just picked this guy up yesterday. He came in the mail. I ordered him from a breeder online. In fact, Paragon Exotics is their name, and you can find them on Morph Market, online website for breeders to come together and sell their reptiles. I highly recommend it. Even if you're not looking to buy anything, just get on and check it out, because there's just so many amazing animals that are available on there. And I mean, it's like this freaking anaconda. I mean, you can't just pick up one of these anywhere. And Paragon Exotics is a very reputable breeder. If you're in the market for one of these, or they have a number of other animals available as well. So this guy is pretty hefty. He's definitely good sized, probably a good 2 feet long or so already. Couldn't necessarily tell it when he's all balled up like this. See if I can kind of stretch him out a little bit. But he is absolutely beautiful snake, and I couldn't be happier to have him. His name is Andrés, if I didn't say that already. It means a warrior. So very, very happy with him here. And I mean, I'm absolutely thrilled to add a Green Anaconda to my collection. I will advise you, this is not a beginner level snake by any means. I keep a number of reptiles here on my channel. I'm sure you've seen a few of them. I've got 3 different ball pythons. I've got a Sumatran shorttail as well. And felt like kicking it up a gear and trying out an anaconda. And of course I did plenty of research ahead of time. I've got a good tank set up for them. Of course, I'm open to any suggestions or advice that you might have for how to care for this animal. Like I said, I've done my research, but I always am welcome to input from anyone out there who has kept these animals successfully. For me personally, I'll show you my setup here in just a minute, but I'm very excited. Look forward to being able to update you guys with videos as he grows and gets bigger. And he's absolutely a gorgeous snake. And he's the only one I have, so I don't plan on breeding or anything like that. But just a nice little addition to the family. He's for the most part, super chill. They can have a reputation to be aggressive. Obviously, this is the longest snake in the world, so he will get quite big. Being a male, they can typically top out at around 8 foot, but sometimes more. Females can typically grow up to 20 foot, so hoping not to have that situation on my hands, but I'm going to obviously feed him what he needs to be fed, and so that he can grow properly and get big and healthy, and obviously want him to have the best life that he can have. So yeah, very impressive animal here. Plan on making sure that he has everything that he needs. Right now he's in a 55-gallon tank as a baby, and I've been told that will house him for quite a while. The breeders that were keeping him in were, I believe, keeping them in 8-foot tubs, but it would be a while before he would need anything of that size, as I'm told. But I will, of course, eventually be planning on getting him probably a big PVC tank. I've looked online and found some that people custom build, or I could build one myself. But I want to make sure that this animal has ample room, and as obviously we'll be adjusting his environment and his habitat accordingly as time goes on. And I'll be able to show you guys the enclosure that I have now here in just a minute. And obviously we'll keep updating with videos as this guy gets bigger. So I know I haven't exactly made a lot of videos lately, so I definitely plan on making more in the future, trying to be more active on my channel. I also have several social media pages now. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and I have a TikTok as well, where I post updates and personal blog posts on my reptiles and other things animal related. So if you have any of those social media platforms, please feel free to check those out. And of course, like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more updates in the future. But I want to show this guy off a little bit more. Trying to be a little more careful. He actually snapped at me a little bit earlier, and don't want to stress him out too much, but I can get him to stretch out a little bit. Right now he's kind of clinging on for dear life a little bit. Just see, drop him down a little bit. You see his underbelly a little bit there. This is truly magnificent snake. I couldn't be happier. I've always loved snakes. Anacondas have always had a soft spot in my heart. I love those stupid movies they came out with like back in the 90s, and obviously real anacondas are nothing like that. They're not man-eaters, but I still love those movies, and I love these snakes, and I'm excited to have one of my own, and I'll look forward to continuing to update you guys on his growth and his progress. So right now I'll show you guys the tank setup that he has. Alrighty, so here's my setup. As you can see, I've got a couple lights on top. Those are both on timers. I've got a basking bulb, of course, and a UVB bulb as well. And then at night, I have a heat emitter that kicks on, and I'm using over the tank heat. There's no heating pad, so I decided to go that route this time around. And then, of course, a couple of rags on there just to kind of keep the humidity up. I've got a big tub in there with a water filter. It's definitely important for an anaconda. Obviously, they're a semi-aquatic snake, so they definitely need some water to kind of get in there. And then, of course, just a big hide as well. And then for bedding, it's just a cypress mulch. I will mention, if you do use cypress mulch for a bedding for any of your reptiles, you want to make sure that you get one that's made for reptiles. It'll say, a reptile bedding or animal bedding or whatever, because just picking up a regular bag of cypress mulch, it can actually have toxins in it that are harmful to your animals. So make sure that if you do get cypress mulch, you get the kind that's actually made for animals. And of course, this is a Exoterra tank. It works quite well. I'm pretty happy with it. And the setup should last a pretty good while for my Green Anaconda. So thank you all so much for watching. Like I said, I'll be able to keep providing updates as time goes on. If you like this video, like and subscribe it, and look forward to more content in the future. Thank you very much.